A couple of days ago, the specs of the DJI Autel Evo 2 hit the net, and there are a few things that are worth mentioning. This drone plus the Skydio 2 will bring possibly a Mavic 3 sooner than expected. 2020 will be a very powerful year for the drone market. Last week, and through a FCC filing, once again we learned some specs of the upcoming Autel Evo 2, and honestly some of them are really interesting. The most important feature seems to be the interchangeable gimbals. Not the lens, but the gimbals. The Evo 2 is to surprise us with 3 gimbals, and listen. The first one, named 586, provides an 8K video camera that will take still photos of up to 48 megapixels and records 8K video at 25, 6K at 30 and 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second. Wow. The second gimbal, the 383 gimbal, features an Ultra HD camera with a 1-inch sensor for 6K video and still photos of up to 20 megapixels. It will record video up to 5.5K at 60 frames or 4K video at 120 frames and has an adjustable lens aperture from f2.8 to f11. And finally, the third option, but not less important, the dual sensor gimbal, provides an infrared camera that takes infrared images of 640 x 512 or 320 x 256 and records video at 720p at 30 frames per second in dual image mode. It has the same 8K video camera as described before too. Okay. Our opinion later in this video, and let's keep going with the specs for now. The flight time on the new Autel Evo 2 is 35 minutes. Top speed of 44 mph or 71 kilometers an hour. Operating distance of 16 miles, 25 kilometers. 360-degree obstacle avoidance with that omnidirectional binocular vision sensing system. No geofencing. Sounds familiar, huh? That's interesting too. Remote controller with OLED screen built in. An Autel Explorer app, you know, their own app. 90-minute charging time per battery. GPS and ATI flight modes, a go home function or RTH, accurate landing feature, star point positioning system, smart tracking, viewpoint, gesture commands, and takes microsd cards up to 128 gigabytes. Okay, so far it's definitely worth the hype. I'm hyped. And I don't want to say things such as who needs 8K if they don't have the screens to play it or stuff like that. I believe that any tech improvement in that direction, image quality, is good. It will all come down to the sensor. Long have we been waiting about DJI's interchangeable lens drones coming. And they actually never hit the market though. But I believe it definitely is way more interesting to have interchangeable gimbals instead of lenses. On the Mavic 2, it is true that you can change the zoom and the Pro gimbal. But it's something that has not really worked out and people are not doing it and it doesn't make really a lot of sense. But now with this Autel Evo 2, buying one gimbal or another, or both, or all 3 of them, sounds really interesting to me. I can't really wait to see a footage comparison, because I'd love to see the color science, how the sensor performs at night and a few things like that. As a consumer drone, the top image quality until now is delivered by the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0, being slightly better than the Mavic 2 Pro. Anything above that quality is super good for everyone in the drone business. 35 minutes of flight time, if it comes, close to real 30 minutes, it will be more than enough. Of course, it would be awesome if batteries last longer, but 30 minutes give you enough time for 3 or 4 locations with one battery. And you won't film 25 locations in one day, so you'll have the chance to charge the bats daily as your smartphone. One thing that surprises me a bit are the 16 miles or 25 kilometers range. First, if you tell me that it is technically possible without losing the drone, okay, I will believe it. But who needs that? I mean, 25 kilometers, what's the point of that? I can't really think of any situation where I need that. But okay, the more the better, I understand. And the 360 obstacle avoidance sounds interesting. We'll see if it will be in full modus, in all modus, not like the DJI drones, where only in certain modes you can use the lateral sensors and all that. However, as a filmmaker, you don't really shoot pro shots, this way. But okay. And finally, a 128 gigabyte microsd card for all that 8K footage. I don't know. You tell me. Geofencing, that sounds cool. Recently, I've seen many people having lots of problems with the Mavic Mini with those geofencings. So not having that is a plus too. I would love to talk about how Autel drones feel when flying, but it's been quite impossible to get one here in Europe. And that's what I'm most interested in now. Autel being a US company, but making the drones in China, I don't know what can happen or may happen politically with that issue now that things are complicated between those two countries. But what I really want to know if they will open up their market further than only within the US. I'm sure they've had their reasons for not making this before. But if you want to play and beat DJI, you have to manage to sell worldwide. Please do it. By the time you're watching this video, as far as I know, Skydio 2s are being shipped, and some people have actually even tested it already. So people must be receiving it soon. And here in Europe it will take a bit longer. 2019 has been really a horrible drone year, only hyped a bit lately by the Mavic Mini that we have covered and tested a lot in this channel. But 2020 seems to be a way more interesting year. If Autel doesn't make the mistakes they made with the Evo 1, such as hyping people with specs and then letting them down and then only selling in the US, then we may be talking finally of two real strong DJI competitors. And as a drone channel, of course, we're super happy to be talking about powerful drone brands bringing new UAVs to the market. That will overall make DJI either lower prices, bring up faster new products, improve old ones. It's a good wake-up call for them. But again, we have to be careful because we've been running this channel now for 3 years and I've said the sentence, finally a DJI competitor, way too often, and literally little happened after that. DJI Mavic 3 or a newer Phantom should be now definitely planned for 2020. I don't think that this Autel Evo 2 has surprised DJI, but at least it has said, hey, I'm here. Careful with me or I'll be eating part of your cake. Well guys, I really hope that you liked this video and you know, those kind of studio videos where we talk about something other than DJI drones too are interesting for us. Nothing really else to say guys. Hope that you liked it. Leave the thumb please. Leave us in the comments if you want to buy this US drone based company, Chinese made drone like Autel Evo 2. It is definitely super interesting and we are super excited. I really hope that we have it sometime soon to test it and do some crash tests. Yeah, nothing really else to say. Always remember to keep calm and talk UAV.
Autel, if you're watching this video, please send me one. I really love you and I promise I won't say bad things as I said on the Autel Evo 1. You can trust me. And hey, Autel, please don't worry about the crash test. I'm pretty sure your drones are super tough and, you know, they will resist our super test.